All right? I hope I answered your question. Yeah.
Hi, Jack. I think we haven't been seeing each other for more than 10 years.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you look terrific today, so I'm very
Thank
happy.
you.
I believe you went through a lot of difficult things in the past 10 years. So you also mentioned about one day you will write a book. So my question is, would you like to share just one thing with us first? And you will do differently, for something, one thing.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. Right, Michelle, Tian?
Yes.
Thank you. We know not see for 10 years. Yeah, we've gone through a lot of tough days. If today, when something is smooth, I just feel uncomfortable. That's true. In the U.S., it's called very paranoid. I am, yeah. But the mistake we made a lot for Yahoo China. I think when we acquired Yahoo China, if people ask me whether we will do it again, yes, I will. But whether we will do it in this way, no, I won't. We will do a much better, smart way, because we had no any experience of acquisition, especially acquire an internet company. And we made a lot of mistakes then, and that helped us today. So when you ask me about whether I'm interested in Yahoo, yes, of course. I think we are probably one of the very few companies really understand Yahoo USA very well because of that. And people say, well, Yahoo China is terrible. How could you still talk about that? I mean, terrible running. No, it's not terrible running. We saw problems 4 years ago. So we cut Yahoo China. If we did not, we would have died today. So we would share these mistakes, how we acquire, how we treat the culture things, how we fire people. We should fire some people earlier. We should keep some people. There's a lot of detailed things. I believe any companies in the future will learn. And I think today I'm not talking about Yahoo USA, but we think about how internet companies in the USA and China should learn from Yahoo. We will all face the same challenge if we do not learn the mistakes the other people made. So that's I think I want to share with the mistakes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Jack. I had 3 quick questions. The first is, Taobao has been incredibly successful. How do you manage and prevent it from being the victim of its own success? How do you stay nimble? eBay itself has sort of stagnated as it got this large. Second is, given the competitive landscape with companies like 360buy, will you be forced to do more on the logistics side, take title?
Will I be forced to what?
Forced to build out your own logistics, take title, and therefore will that change your model? And last is, I've read a lot of things about your account of what went on with Alipay. It'd be interesting to hear it. If you could do it over again, what would you have hoped Masa and Jerry would have said to you? How would you have wished that dialogue would have gone as opposed to the way it actually went?
Okay. The first, Taobao, Taobao grows so fast and will grow even faster in the future. The big challenge is that we have never run such a huge company. And I don't believe the internet time there's empire thinking. I hate the empire. Empire thinking means join me or I kill you. And I don't like the model. I believe the ecosystem. I'm the board member for TNC, the Nature Conservancy. I believe that everybody should be connected to each other, helping each other. It's an ecosystem. So Taobao becomes so big so fast. And I worry about that. I should give the industry some opportunity, give the competitors some opportunities. So in June, we separated Taobao into 4 paths. Because people talk to me and say, Jack, you've been there for 9 years. It's very difficult to compete with you because you're already so big. So, okay, I make it smaller, you compete. If 10 years later, I'm still bigger than that, I will put another 3 pieces each, making sure we run big company like a small company, giving the people, the young people opportunities to run the business because it's their business. Taobao, like Facebook, like Google, like Tencent, they are not Chinese companies. They do not belong to China. They do not belong to US. They belong this time, 21st century. You have to using a different way to run this company. Honestly, say what is the best methodology, what is the best mental thinking to run that company, I don't know. We are testing and we are ready to take mistakes. So we believe the ecosystem. We do not believe the empire thinking. So that's why we are testing every way we could. And second question is that leaving the competition.
不管你愿不愿意承认，我们的生活都已经被移动互联网一网打尽了。我们有一个共同的身份——低头族。2015年底，中国互联网络发展状况统计报告显示，全球网民人数逼近40亿，中国手机网民达7.8亿。2015年，中国电子商务市场交易规模为16.4万亿，增长22.7%。2015年双11，天猫实现交易额912.17亿元，其中无线交易额为626亿元，占比高达68.67%。我们的生活已经离不开互联网，购物有淘宝，旅游有携程，出行有滴滴，本地消费有美团，交友有微信。我们成就了无数的互联网大亨。但你希望互联网也成就你吗？如果能让您有机会借助网络，在您玩手机或电脑的同时，玩出一份不错的收入，你想要吗？
现在不是钱难赚了，而是赚钱的方式变了。如今互联网时代，你是否想过让手机变成我们赚钱的工具？如果你目前很迷茫，找不到赚钱的方向，那么这就是你最佳的事业机会。一部手机，一台电脑，人到哪里，钱就赚到哪里。让你在玩手机的同时，可以玩出不错的收入。在这里有人教，有人帮，有人带，没有风险，没有压力。想赚钱，加雄伟教练微信7100280577，7100280557。真正的精彩在后面等着你。
365,
Yeah, will you be
where we
forced
will
to
change
take
our
time
model.
outright, change your model?
I think they should change their model. It's not about. I don't feel anything wrong with Taobao model. We are growing. We can make money very easily, and we can support more people. So I don't know. We should change our model, and I don't buy this story about buying things and selling online. This is really stupid model on the internet, and I don't like that. And logistic things, I tell you, last year, the total China package delivered on the street is 2.1 billion packages delivered. Taobao created nearly 1.1 billion. And this year, we will probably create 3 billion packages delivered on the street. That we do not want to have our own logistics system. China probably needs 10 million people delivering on the street. How can we run a company with 10 million employees? Right, 20,000 people. Today we have 23,000 people. It's already a big headache to me. So 10 million, crazy. Nobody can do that. So we should support the logistic companies to serve well, to deliver well, to treat their employees well and the customer well. This is what we want to do. We do not want to have our own logistic companies. Never ever. So we have the money, we have the influence, we have the orders, how we can improve the society. This is. And to Alipay, Masa, and Jerry, I think I have answered that many times, but I can answer you again. They are good friends. They're good partners. And I understand at the beginning, say, Jack, how could you, that, even today the VI is still poor about it. But I got clear messages saying, yes and no. So I told them, I think today they're happy. Now I'm not happy because I'm getting such a big burden for Alipay because today Alipay grow very fast, but it is not a big, nice model yet. You cannot make money out of it. But we are supposed to pay that much money at the end to the company. And I say challenge is a challenge. Young guys, let's create a good model for that. So I think it's a very healthy discussion between Jerry, Masa, and us. But unfortunately, the rumor was out that I moved the company out without a board meeting and without notice. I tell the truth. They know. And we discussed together. And today, the problem solved. They're happy. I'm half burnt. But it's a challenge. Michelle, I'm facing a lot of tough days. This is one of the tough things I have to face, because it's easy for other guys to say, well, you should do this, you should do that. When you know if Alipay died, Taobao died. If Taobao died, 8 million power sellers in trouble. And I cannot do that. And if I do not follow China law, I will drink a coffee in Beijing every week. Everybody wanted me to sit in there and drinking coffee, and they say, Jack, where you get bigger, you're in trouble. Be transparent. Today, 21st century, everything should be transparent. Otherwise, why we should work so hard for? So that's what I'm telling. I think there's no other way I can zig around. I just to say this is the reality. We have to face it. I hope I answered your question. Thank you.
Okay, thanks very much for a wonderful speech. My question is how Taobao evaluate international collaborations in technology. Because I heard Taobao now is still not open API for foreign countries, I mean non-Chinese countries. So that means non-Chinese countries not able to launch their products based on Taobao platform. So I want to hear your opinion about this. Thanks.
Okay, I'd love to. We'd love to open the API for the non-Chinese country. Unfortunately, it's about the payment. It's very difficult. I have, when I travel around, I saw so many overseas Chinese, they say, oh, Taobao is wonderful. How can we buy things outside China, sell things, and a lot of foreign. We are trying our best. And we think that if the payment is solved, things could be moved much faster. And Taobao will never stay alone in China. I said Taobao does not belong to China. It comes from China. It belongs to the whole world. It belongs to this generation. Let's make sure in the future it can help more people, because things really cool on Taobao. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Hi, Jack. Actually, my question is kind of similar with hers, but
you want to buy things from Taobao?
No, but of course I want to, right? It's so cheap, and thank you, Taobao, improve my life. Okay, so my question is that you have said that there is no difficult business in the world, but the truth is for a lot of foreign companies, it's really difficult to do business in China, and we have a lot of clients. They want to go to China, and actually, luckily, Taobao Ali Group can provide the whole solution for them. Actually, from the Hi China, from Alipay, from everything, but it's hard for them to know there is a choice, and it's hard for them to kind of cross the policy part or government part. So, what's your do you have any plan to help those foreign companies? Because Chinese still has the needs for the foreign products.
Okay, thank you very much. I think doing business is difficult anywhere in the world. Foreign companies go to China, find problems, and I think, and I believe Chinese companies come to the U.S. doing business also facing big problems. I don't see any very successful Chinese companies in USA. I mean, that we come here in the USA. Is there any famous Chinese companies that come to USA or European that is very good?
Huawei.
Who? Alibaba. Not yet, right. Lenovo? Do you call that successful? All right. My thinking was that in China we do have some successful foreign companies. right? Microsoft is not bad. IBM is not bad. And we have a lot of Oracle, a lot of great companies, and the foreign company in China, very successful. Guys, going anywhere, doing business takes time. I think my friend Kara Fisher, asked me about question in the D conference. No market welcomes gamblers. You go there, create value for local people, have time, it will have chance. So I believe that doing business today everywhere in the world is difficult. My wife and I was debating yesterday morning when we were driving. She's saying, oh no, it's so difficult to do business in the USA because there are the Walmart chain, whatever chain, everything's a chain, even the coffee is a chain. He said, how can you have a small business? And I said, well, in the USA, it's easy for a small business to do stuff. So there's a professor sitting next to us. We should have a big debate. Which country is easier to do business, USA or China? And I think China today, if you still think about we should follow the government policy, the negotiation, or forget it. I've said again and again in the past 12 years, every time I speak out of China, if you meet somebody come to you say, I have a strong guanxi with that mayor, forget about this guy. The only guanxi is the guanxi with the customer. If the customer loves you, the government will definitely love you. Trust me, they need a tax. They need the jobs. But if you want to pick around, you're in trouble. So I don't believe that, because my relationship with the government in the past 12 years, as I was in love with them, don't marry them. Always. I love them. Every time they come, I tell them the truth. I do everything they tell me. Yeah, okay, right, let's communicate. But do business? Sorry. My friend does business with government, not me. In this way, you get respect from them. If this is that serious about Alipay, let's listen to them, because the law is not government guanxi. So I give you advice. It's always scared, looking far away. Oh my God, this is a difficult place. Go there, test. Jump into it. You never learn swim until you're in the water. China is not that bad. But people ask me why China has no Apple. USA have capitalism for more than 200 years, right? That thick fertilizers. People, company die, grow, that thick fertilizer. China, only 30 years after reform Deng Xiaoping. 30 years have a company like a Tencent, Baidu, Alibaba, Sina, not bad, right? So let's wait for another 30 years. We will have them. And that is not China. That belongs to the world, because it belongs to the internet at the time. Belongs to the young people who were born 1990s and 1980s, year 2000. These are the people going to change the world, and especially most of the students here. And they are the future. I believe that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I used to work at eBay and PayPal. I know how much challenge you have. Back to 2000, I don't know, do you remember, you have the TV advertisement in Australia. That is 2 months before Sydney Olympic. I have a business trip there. So at that time, Alibaba just have 2 years old. So you have the ambition to have a globalization at that time. So now, after 12 years, right? Alibaba has more power to have globalization. What is your future plan for the global growing strategy? And I think that's it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you're right. When we have money, we start to make mistakes. When we have money, we have a beautiful office. We hire people with MBA degree. We hire people with the VP of multinational companies. And when we have a little bit of money, only have 5 million, we start to think about globalization. Jesus. And then we said, let's back to basic, B2C, back to China. Year 2002. I remember we called that time called B2C, back to China, back to basic, back to base, right? Back to central of China, the coast area, back to coast area. Because we told ourselves, global vision, local win. No matter how wonderful you think, you have to step on the ground and do the things, the hard work every day. So many years passed, 12 years passed. We still believe global vision, local win. But we tested Japan, we tested Indian, we tested European, and we tested also in the past 12 years, we never shut down the US office. I'm now coming out for 1 year. I want to learn one thing. And I want to ask this thing to everyone here, sure. Fortune 500 CEOs in the world, they all believe China is a big, interesting market. But nobody really give up things and come to China to spend 1 year there. Because if you really want to know China, you got to spend some time. And me too. And I'm asking USA, European is going to be a big market for us. And I just want to put down everything, spend time in USA for 1 year, get feeling how we can help the USA SME. How we can help the US, what's the difference we can do between Amazon, eBay, and us? What's the real value we can create? When you think about that clearly, let's start to do it. Because we never should finish a 20-year program in 2 years. Life is short, but life is long. You cannot say, I want to finish that in 2 years. We have time. I'm that old, but I'm still young. I have time. Yeah. So we will go step by step, not asking about how much revenue we can bring out of China. We will ask what value we really can bring to local people. And we have already more than 15 million small business outside China using our services, and we do not charge them. And free is always the best. We will work on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jack, 欢迎你来美国，希望你可以在这里好好休息。
不一定天天下菜。Thank you.
I just welcomed Jack to the U.S. and said I hope he can have a good rest while he's here. So my question for you is, what do you think is the biggest misunderstanding that America has about China? And conversely, what do you think is the biggest misunderstanding that China has about America?
Honestly, I don't know that question. I think there are a lot of misunderstanding, but I was thinking a few days ago, writing something on my Weibo. Everybody believes that I know the world. I know China completely inside out. No, you don't. Deng Xiaoping did not know. Mao Zedong did not know. Nobody knows China. And everybody say, I know USA inside out. No, you don't know. Obama does not know. Otherwise, he would turn US out. Right? George Bush did not know. It's very difficult to know the outside, but you know yourself. What do you need? What do you want? What will you give up? If I know myself better, I can change myself to meet the outside. There's always misunderstanding between China and US, just like there's always misunderstanding between Henan people and Chinese. Right? Our job is not to solve the misunderstanding. Our job is to change ourselves to suit the others. So, I don't know. But if that's why this is a good question. I'm coming here because I see so many American people finger point at China, and they have never been to China. A lot of Chinese people could criticize US, they've never been to the States. So if we do not learn to appreciate each other, to look at each other, and the more I spend in the States, the more I love USA. And the more I come to China, I say, wow, you know, it's communication. So political-wise, it's very difficult. But there's only one thing that I think I would be very happy to do: business. I don't like online gaming. I believe the best gaming on the world is to making money. Helping small business cross the ocean, doing business, make them understand each other. My grandfather know news by reading newspaper. My father know news by listening to the radio. Our generation know the world by watching TV. Our kids know the world by the internet. They say, I want to involve. And I believe this is the time. Let's build up the internet. Anything happen in the USA, we know in China immediately. Anything happen in China, most of the things you know very quickly. Well, don't laugh. Let's appreciate most of the things. Let's appreciate that. Doing things step by step is important instead of get everything one night. Thank you. Last one. Yeah, sorry.
Jack, you mentioned that you spent some time here in the early days of Alibaba and that you were rejected by a lot of venture capitalists who you met with. But there was one investor here in Silicon Valley who played a big role in Alibaba's success, which was Jerry Yang and Yahoo, who invested, I believe, $1 billion into Alibaba in 2005. Can you talk about your relationship with Jerry, how that investment came about, and what your relationship is like with him now, and how integral that investment has been to Alibaba's growth and success?
Okay, first, Jerry is a very good friend of mine, personal friend, lifetime friend. We are families also good friends. And, but it's nothing personal, it's all about business, right? Yahoo is invested us year 2005. I think it benefited both sides. Without Yahoo, US's investment, we would not be that successful today. Because we not need the cash to solve our problem. We need that cash to solve the venture capital problem. They did not see Alibaba has a future. They want to cash out. So they helped us that, not on the business side, mainly. And without Yahoo deal, we would never learn how to partner with a big company. What's the big company's problem? How we can improve our own culture and things. But in the future, if with today's situation we do not change, we will not have a bright future. We have to do something. So I think, fairly speaking, we appreciate yesterday, but we are looking for a better tomorrow. Every company should do that. And today, and Jerry, and we're still pretty close friends, and we talk, we chat, we play golf, maybe. In the future, the same. And we like Yahoo. I think Yahoo is the company, at least one of the 3 companies that waked me up about internet. And I appreciate that all my life. Without internet, there will be no Jack Ma. And there will be no Alibaba Taobao. So that's what my answer is. Thank you very much.
We have time. I think Kara has a question from All Things Tea. So.
It's your friend, Kara Swisher.
Yes.
How you doing? So 2 quick questions. So you talked about you're interested in buying Yahoo. 1, have you visited Yahoo on this trip? And 2, how are you going to buy Yahoo? I'm interested in buying Yahoo, but
I
it's not
answer
happening.
my question in a very honest way. First question,
so.
no.
Okay.
I've been here for 15 days.
Yeah.
And most of the time sleeping and reading.
Okay.
No, I don't have time to. I think sleeping is more important now because they're going to be tough. Long way to go.
Okay.
Second, your question is about how. We are interested in getting the whole.
The whole.
Yeah. Whole piece.
The whole piece.
Yeah.
Of your Yahoo China stake, or the whole piece of all of Yahoo?
Whole piece of Yahoo. Yahoo China is already ours, right? It's already in my pocket.
Right. Well, The only thing I gotta say is thank you in all this confusion for the first crystal clear answer about Yahoo, about the company. I appreciate it as a reporter. So when's that gonna happen?
I don't know.